All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters. Joining me is Chris, Unholy Cheesy. Yeah.
Welcome back, fam. Happy Tuesday.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Media Hijack. This is episode 238. Before we start, if you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts like this one right here, head over to themediahijack.com. Grab you some official t-shirts. And then if you want to catch a replay for this live Twitch video, we are on YouTube the following day. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Give us that 5-star frog splash. Let's go.
Let's get it.
All right. First topic, we're going to be talking about a Brazilian psychic who is known to be like Nostradamus because he predicts shit.
Got another one.
We got another prophecy or whatever, prophet. Whatever you call those people.
Whatever them psychics are.
Those liars.
We got another one, man.
Yeah,
the scammers. Yeah, we got. It seems like we get one like every, like at least 4 a year now.
Back then it's like one every 500 years we get one. Now
it's like
they're born almost every day now.
Right, everywhere.
I don't
know. It seems like.
Not trying to say like they're all wrong, but a lot play too much.
Yes, a whole lot, especially with the internet, man. Mm-hmm. So let me get started with this. So, all right, so this Brazilian psychic named Athos Salomé, I hope I said that right, sometimes called the living Nostradamus, has made a number of predictions of 2025, primarily focusing on advanced technology, potential global crisis, and revelations about extraterrestrial life, which ain't nothing new, man. That's the same song and dance we heard from all of them, right? But he's got some stuff that kind of did pique my interest that that's the reason why I kind of want to talk about him a little bit. But it says Salomé has gained media attention for allegedly predicting past events such as the COVID-19 pandemic and the death of Elizabeth II, who honestly, she's old as hell anyway. So I mean, I ain't really like a prediction.
But you know how old this guy is?
Not off the top of my head. He looks like probably in his 30s though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's actually younger than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was born October 1986.
86. Oh, you're 39-year-old. Okay, he right behind me.
Yeah, he just right in the middle right there.
Yeah, I saw him, man.
This guy's this young, and then his nickname is the living Nostradamus.
Yeah, right. Come on, yeah. Because wasn't Nostradamus? Wasn't he like an old dude? I'm sure he wasn't like 30-something.
Yeah, he probably had some life experience.
Right, that made him predict the future. Like, I feel like the older you get, the more able you're to be able to see the future of where things are going. Because what's that saying? Like, history doesn't always repeat itself, but it does rhyme. So, and I think that's kind of like how it is. Like, once you start seeing like these habits, you're like, oh, this is already done. We done been through this shit back when I was like 15. Now here I am 60 and I'm seeing this again. And I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to buy a young person's psychic ability.
I think the movies messed us up on that one. Because I always think like the wisest people with old white hair looking like Gandalf. And I'm like, he knows everything. Yeah. But I mean, who knows? Like, a lot of this knowledge could be tapped into them while they're super young, right?
That's true. Yeah, because I have met some dumb old people before, so they're not always wise. It's like,
how old was Moses when he got linked up with God?
In his early 30s, I want to say.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say too, because Jesus died when he.
I might be wrong.
You know how old Jesus was when he died?
32.
33.
33, man. See, back then that was old, man. That was when people was dying at like 35 because they didn't have no medicine.
He was pushing.
So that was old back then.
Yeah, so I was like, they did all this crazy stuff back then, and they're like super young.
Right, man. I actually heard a story too not too long ago. Actually, I watched it on Netflix. So there's based off of what I was reading, watching about in this documentary about Moses, is that he may have actually been 5 different people throughout history, throughout that same era. They were all kind of like revolutionaries and trying to save their people.
Yeah, you said this last week, by the way.
I did? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, my bad. Never mind. On to the story, man.
I was like, he's going to say it again.
He's gearing up. My bad. Thank
It's
you
all
for
good.
stopping me. I'm pretty sure I do that shit a million times on this show. Okay, so the predictions for 2025, right? So Salome says that the world's richest number one. Salome says the world's richest 1% are already preparing for a big disaster in 2025, even though they act like things are stable. Now, the reason why I wanted to mention that too, because there's something I heard recently, and I can't unhear it. They say, like, for example, like places like Rome back in the day. Rome was around for like 250 years or whatever, right? And it went on for like it had a thriving history, right? But due to like its government not being ran right, it kind of like ran into the ground, and it was hard for it to scrape back up. And eventually, it got absorbed by other nations and all that. But they said like a lot of times what they would do is like they would do events to keep the regular people distracted. Like, hey, we got these Coliseum events going on, this gladiator versus like 18 lions. And it was a way to distract people from the collapse of the society. And I know recently, like, and not get too crazy with this, but I know recently, and the reason why I say this too, because recently they started trying to hold like UFC events at the White House, and a lot of people say like, "Yo, this is a distraction that Rome used back in the day. Like, this is it. Like, this is like the Coliseum thing they're doing." But like I said before, history doesn't repeat itself, but it does kind of like rhyme. So it's kind of like, oh shit, this is the same playbook, but it's happening again. So I think that's what he's trying to say. Like right now, with hey, like they say, like, hey guys, everything's cool, everything's fine. This is the greatest thing on the planet. You've never had it better. And in reality, it's like, oh fuck, we just hit an iceberg. How do you tell those people on this boat that we just hit an iceberg?
Yeah,
Like, what do
we're
we
in the
do?
end. We're in the end game right now.
Right, man.
I
America's about
love
to
it. Let's
shift. I
go.
feel it. Let's go.
Choo
Let's go.
choo.
Right,
Run it.
right.
Look up in the sky and be like, run it.
Let's go. Let's
Run
wrap
that
this up,
shit.
B. Wrap this up, B.
wrap it up. I'm ready. Go home.
So Salome says that these elites are buying gold and land in safe places like Uruguay and Alberta. They're also stocking up on medicine, seeds, food, and investing in real secret AI tech and offline neural interfaces. Many of them are getting second passports from neutral countries like Switzerland and UAE and Singapore. He warns of a hidden conflict between Iran and Israel that also isn't shown on TV, which I see what he's talking about with that because they getting aggressive over there, and he might be on track with this one. If you watch the news, that whole Iran Israel thing kind of get out of control. It's actually starting to rev up with their little war. But it says this silent war includes drone attacks, industrial sabotage, and cyber attacks. And he says that the biggest danger is that a nuclear reactor in Iran might be destroyed, which will cause global environmental and political crisis because the country of Iran does build their own nuclear weapons there. Or actually, they have a nuclear facility there, but I don't think there's proof of nuclear weapons. But either way, a lot of these countries looking at Iran like, man, we know you built them nukes. And Iran's like, no, we haven't. So we haven't, but we have a nuclear facility. We're trying to run stuff there. But either way, though, he's saying like if this war gets out of control, this shit could be like another Chernobyl. If this war accidentally hits this damn, this nuclear area, and that's it for that whole region after that. Because even with places like Chernobyl right now, which was devastated by the fusion reactor core, rupturing and all this other stuff, and they can't humans can't live on that land for what centuries, like almost probably like 1,000 years they said or something before anybody can
Yeah.
go back to Chernobyl. Like it's something crazy.
Same
So
like with Japan and stuff. But like there's other
yeah,
locations where it was like hit with radiation and they said you cannot be here for like another hundreds of years. But then people go there all the time. And then they're not even detecting any radiation in that location no more. So I was like, how long does this stuff like really last? Is it random? Like,
really.
are they sure?
And this is what the that tsunami hit the reactor and everything.
One of them, yeah, it's like safe now. I was like, wait a
That's
minute. Yeah, I was like, isn't this shit forever?
what do they know that we don't know?
I just know
'Cause,
like they should have never gave humans that shit. It was too much. We too young.
too early, too early, man. It's like giving a what we say, giving a toddler a pistol. It's like, man, why are you giving this kid a gun? You know, that's
Yeah,
how humanity is.
a machine gun at that.
Right? A machine fully auto.
He killed everybody.
But yeah, so I agree with him saying like the world, like, because he says also that the world is actually a seconds away from a silent nuclear crisis. Yeah, God help us all if that shit happens, but hopefully things will calm down.
Everything he's
But
saying
also too,
already sound like it's happening already.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he made these predictions back, I think, in December 2024. From my understanding, when I looked up the article to get more like, see what
Yeah,
he was
but we've
saying.
been heard about all this even before all that. Because this is all
Yeah,
theories that's been thrown out on the internet all the time.
right, right.
You probably
Especially the
caught that
people trying to leave.
archive.
Right. That's like even with like him talking about like the one percenters like stocking up on stuff. Like I read this science article the other day, and it was talking about how they just made like space rice for like astronauts, and they trying to learn how to
Space
crop
race.
rice. Like yeah, they're
Oh,
trying to for like actually I have an article, but I was gonna read it later after this one. But they talk about how like they're trying to like since rice is like I think they're saying like from a scientific perspective, rice is the easiest thing to crop on another planet. Just the way how its weight and how it leans and all this other stuff compared to other planets, because they say like what we don't really take into account on Earth is how like gravity affects our plants on this Earth. When you get to zero gravity, it can lean one way, but it's getting burnt to one side. But if the sun ain't going around to hit the other side, because the sun ain't revolving around you no more. You just like stuck or whatever, right? And so they're trying to figure out different ways, like, hey, how can we keep the plant get like leveled on all sides on gravity so it gets all the sunlight? But they're like making all these how to like basically when they start making colonies in space and on and like out there in space on space colonies or maybe like planetary colonies, they're trying to figure out like, hey, rice is the best thing to go with, and so they're testing it right now with astronauts. I'm like, damn, testing on astronauts. So when the Illuminati or whatever you want to call it got to bounce off of Earth. This already been full tested. It's been proven that these people got to eat rice in space. So that's
peace
I
out,
feel like
Earth. It's been real.
oh,
One more thing.
see ya.
Beep. Blow
Oh,
that
that's
whole
right with
shit
the
up. They're like, who's the ET saving you guys now?
right.
They on
Yeah,
this.
man.
They on the ship with us.
Right. So this dude, he is saying things like he is saying things that that have been thrown around the internet, like things conspiracies and whatnot. So he ain't saying nothing new, but I know this is like outside of the whole usual.
Does
I
he
don't
have
know,
a
like
bankroll from saying all these
UFOs.
things? Is he on
I
a
don't know.
payroll somewhere?
Seems like he has a poppin' Instagram channel though. So his shit. I mean, yeah,
People be
I went
popping
to
on
it.
Instagram and TikTok for talking shit. So
Right.
it's a market. Shit talking is a
It is,
market.
man. It is, man. You just gotta get people to believe it. That's all.
Yep. You
That's
can
the hu-
make it up, dude.
that's that's the hustle. And then also too, he Salomé also says that the Atlantic Meridional overturning circulation, also known as the Gulf Stream, which is basically the Atlantic Ocean, uh, um, that the Gulf Stream is likely to partially collapse in 2025.
Let's
And also,
go.
too, I did like some. He claims that the secret data from the European Space Agency, which is a U.S. weather agency, shows that there's a 70% chance of this happening. So in December of 2025. So to break that down, what is he talking about is that with climate change, there's going to be a collapse within like how the weather functions within the Atlantic Ocean, which is the Gulf Stream. If that shit collapses, it says this collapse will bring drought to Western Europe in summer, followed by weird tropical storms between September to November. It can also cause farming failure in South Asia, Africa, Sahel, and flash floods in big cities like New York, Mumbai, and Lagos. He says that the central banks have already quietly distinguishing their climate risk reports because these secret warnings. And this also something too that when I looked this up, they were saying that And mind you, this is a big ass window for this to happen. It ain't gonna happen in 2020. I mean, I'm not saying it's not gonna happen in 2025, but the window that I saw that, which science has about this is that they said that the collapse of all this could happen as early as 2025, or could be up to like somewhere up to even like the year 2095. So that's a massive window for this guy to throw this idea out in, like, hey, like, 2025 is when it's going to start, when science has already said, like, it's going to happen in that time frame when the weather's going to get like, so, you know what I'm saying? It's like
anybody can predict that.
Yeah, that's a big ass gap.
Give me 500 years, it's going to happen.
Yeah, not saying that this can't happen, but his predictions are within that massive scientific gap. So do want to throw that out there, because I caught that. I was like, like, well, they're saying this is, that's like 90 years. That's 90 years you got there, bro. Like, you got to.
Have you said anything about artificial intelligence and the future of that?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does say that AI is going to be out of control. Salomé warns that artificial intelligence could reach a point of no return in 2025. He claims that AI systems could make irreversible decisions in critical areas, including cybersecurity and transportation. Yeah, transportation is the one I'm really scared of. That's the one I'm like, would I fly an AI commercial plane if it got to that point? No.
I mean, it's already powered by artificial intelligence, but imagine if they gave it like real power where it can change functions from a cloud. I don't know, it probably is doing that. But let's give ChatGPT the wheel.
Fly this plane.
And then imagine everything just get haywired all at once while there's like hundreds of thousands of planes flying. And they all crash into each other because they lost coordinate and everything.
Breaking Bad style, man.
All you see is planes falling out the sky. There's going to be a day everyone's going to remember.
And pink teddy bears landing in the pool. It's going to be a mess.
What will they call that day when planes fall?
The sky is falling. I don't know.
I've been trying to think of one. I can't think of one.
The Reigning Terror. This is the 15th anniversary of the Reigning Terror Day. This is rain, plane parts, and people. That would be me personally. Because I know planes do the AI thing or the autopilot feature once they're in flight, but as far as like taking off and landing, that's all humans, right? That's all. If I'm not mistaken, that's all man.
I mean, since I've been a pilot for 20 years, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all me. Seatbelts on, everybody. Bing, bing.
Everybody.
Bright sunny day.
If you look out your window, says okay. So Salomé also says what's also going to happen is discovery of alien life, which I ain't gonna lie, he's kind of on point with this, because wasn't there like a video last week, a week before? So there was a video released of some UFO flying around, and that shit was
there's so much now. Like there's so much, and a lot of it is real.
So much, man, more than we've ever seen in planetary history. I think this got to be the most. This year alone has got to be the most recorded to me. It feels like. Every day,
the most documented, especially weird stuff that's happening in the sky. Like you saw that one video, they call it the Black Moon.
No.
And it's like this object, just a black object just flying around. Like it's not big like the moon, but that's just the title of the video.
Oh, it's like a little black circle, or?
Yeah, it's like a little black orb.
I saw something like that before years ago, but it was like looked like a cube shape. It was like a black, I don't know if it was like 3D or 2-dimensional, but it was like, I remember it was like just like a black square I saw, like a dot in the sky, and it was just going around. I was like, what the fuck?
Like a little
and it went behind the clouds. Huh? Yeah, like a pixel. Yes. Yeah. It was like a pixel. Hell yeah, it was weird, man.
You sure it wasn't like a blind spot in your eyeball?
Nah, well, I asked my mom too, and I was just making sure, like, hey, do you see that? It took forever to find it. She's like, what? 'Cause it's one of them things, like, it's so tiny that if you look up at the sky, you wouldn't have seen that shit anyways. But it's like, once you focus on it, you can't unsee it. And then I was like, look, see that cloud? Okay, I was like, see this cloud floating? Look in front of this cloud. Watch it move. Now see that black thing? Yeah, I see it. That's it. That's what keeps moving around. Like,
so you both got blind spots.
Yeah, we both got blind.
Like the ultimate
the moral of the
skeptic.
story is plot twist.
Those people you cannot Can't prove nothing. It's already locked in.
But yeah, it says that possibly with evidence of microbial life on Mars. That's another thing too. That is alien life. I know some of us expect aliens to be like, come down to Earth and be all cool with us or whatever, and trade ideas. But real alien life would be like microbes and stuff. He says, what's up?
I think that did actually happen. Like beep boop beep. Let's trade ideas.
Probably.
Just look in front of you. Look at everything. What is all this?
It's in front of us.
Where else? Go ahead.
How did we get here?
Yeah.
What was that? Oh yeah. So he says, however, he also suggests that some governments will initially conceal this information, while private companies like SpaceX could be involved in the disclosure. I think they all know what's up, man. They know more than me, more than us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so another thing he mentions too is genetically modified humans. This was not on my conspiracy bingo card this year.
Yes, it was.
I could kind of see it though, creating superhumans. That to me, once they figure out how to like really make superhumans, that's it for bombs. When you can have a human that can do all that,
I think they've been doing that a long time now. Yao Ming, he was a project. He wasn't like a normal baby. They did something to their parents, like purposely, like in a lab. They're like, let's try to make the next superstar. Yao Ming came out. He was like, damn, I'm tall as shit.
I'm taller than everyone.
Yeah, he was a project, dude. A laboratory project. So go ahead.
Let's add some Shaq DNA to this Asian baby's DNA, and boom.
And slam dunk.
We got him. We got him, coach. All right, so Salomé suggests that the secret genetic experiments will be exposed in 2025, revealing the existence of perfected humans who are smarter, stronger, and more disease resistant. He claims that these individuals were created by scientists working with governments and corporations, with the first cases possibly emerging from Asia. So yeah, we buy some super Asians flying around.
If we don't already, let's go.
Right?
I'll take 2.
Hey. And then he talks about another one. He talks about U.S. Civil War, which I ain't surprised by that. Predicts a slow motion civil war in the United States alongside economic collapse or a push for global digital currencies. And then also he mentioned too, like global. But it's already been in motion. It's been in motion for a while now. Global concerns and commentary. He says cybersecurity is at risk, and Salomé emphasizes that 2025 is a vital turning point due to technological advances, but also warns of imminent danger and instability in digital security. And also he has like Vogue prophecies as well. Critics point out that, Salomé's predictions are often broad and can be interpreted to fit the current events after the fact, a common tactic among modern psychics. So like we was talking about before, they kind of just, okay, this is what's going on. Now I'm going to predict what's happening. It's not like how Nostradamus was like back then predicting 9/11 back when there was only birds, you know what I'm saying? So that's a true prophecy to be. That's like you out there, like you talking about something that far out.
Talk about a lot of stuff that's already being talked about right now.
Yeah. He's making because some of these predictions, I'm like
control. He talked about that, right? The widespread of using microchips or implantable technology. That's Elon's been doing that for a while.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. With the I wouldn't get.
It's bound to happen, It's inevitable. That's gonna happen. We're gonna merge with the machine.
Hell yeah! It's gonna start off as like I think I've said this before too. I think how they're gonna push it at first to get these chips in people's heads is gonna be like a designer drug. Like not so much as it being a drug, but it's like a designer thing. Like, hey, Kim Kardashian just got the new chip in her head, and and it's like, oh shit, I want a chip in my head too. And they're gonna fucking spend like money on top of money to get chips in heads.
Beyonce did it. I'ma do it too.
Right. Look, you can't even see the stitches. My hair's covering it.
So, like, notice anything different about this 1 hour video of Beyonce or whoever it was? They're like, what? she never like brought her phone out the whole time, and they're like, because she's looking at her phone the whole time, and then everybody's like,
checking her.
where the
She's checking
line
her
at?
schedule.
Where's the doctor's
Right?
office?
Because watch, eventually people gonna get tired of like, I mean, I'm tired of breaking my phone screen. I might as well get one. Like, like I'm tired of dropping my
Break your
phone.
damn phone, grab your head, smash it on the damn wall.
God.
That's the new way to break phones.
Man, honestly, this is we are heading right directly to like Cyberpunk 2077. Anyways, a lot of this stuff is like the people you got like because I think it's Cyberpunk. If I remember the story correctly, is when or maybe it's Deus Ex. One of these worlds were a Cyberpunk type world where people started getting these enhancements and chips in their bodies, and eventually people was like, "Hey, you know what? I want to pay for surgery, cut off both my arms, and I want like cybernetic arms." And it became this thing where humans were like, "This is disgusting. We have lost our minds." And it became like the machines versus like almost humans, or like the biological people versus like the synthetic people, whatever the hell they reference to it as. But it was like, damn, all because they gave people a choice. Like you can be human or you can be superhuman. And a lot of people's opting out. You know, you only get these. I want to see through walls and shit. Like this.
Damn. And the rich people, they all have like a greater advantage now, like even more.
Oh, they got kill switches now. Like, I'm gonna just hit your car payment's not paid. Cool, I'm gonna paralyze you for a week. Like, now you can't even walk.
They're a whole
Pay your
different
car
level.
note.
Like they can see your aura, they can see everything, your heartbeat.
Right, you're in the system.
They can see if you're like about to die from cancer.
Right. And eventually, if you could surf the web with your neural chip in your head, eventually you're gonna be looking at porn. They're gonna be seeing what you're looking at, all your kinks. They're gonna
Shit,
get all your stuff.
Man, we're so close to like that future already because they have those meta glasses. Like I think the new one you can see a screen. No, or one of them you could actually see a screen like through the whole glasses. You can see everything.
Oh,
Watch
wow.
movie, play
Yeah, I remember.
games and shit.
This
It's
is
there.
the testing the waters. The
It
testing
is
the
there,
waters.
dude.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. We'll see. If history shows right, if anything to learn from how we are with history, man, we suck with new tech. We run that shit to the ground. I think we even handle social media poorly. It's like it got turned into this chaotic
I
situation.
think it's gonna get to the point where we have to merge like with technology because with the whole AI stuff, like we're already being outsmarted. So that new generation, the little babies that's gonna grow up, their future is gonna look really different, and they're gonna have a lot of AI assisting because a lot of them, I don't know how they're learning now because those iPad kids, dude, like that's dumb 24/7. So they're not actually like learning real shit.
Yeah, the iPad to me is more of a toy than anything now. Like as far as usage, I've seen more kids use it than adults now. Like I have an iPad that I use just because I'm like a kid at heart. I still read comic books on it, but I see like, damn, that's replaced every single toy that has ever.
All of it.
All of it, man. That is the ultimate toy for them.
Yep.
But yeah, for this dude right here, yeah, that's it for him.
Wait, did you talk
Athos-
about the 3 days of darkness?
No, hell no. How you find that?
I saw one of his predictions. He said it's something like a global or blackout of a darkness event associated with the solar activity or a cosmic phenomenon.
Hell
So he
no.
said
I
we
didn't
might
get
experience
that
3 days of darkness. I was like, if that one happens, then you might be onto something.
one. Now that is that's like some biblical shit. So
Yeah, that's biblical shit. That's like, oh, how could you predict? How he know it was 3 days? It wasn't 2 days.
right.
It wasn't 4 days. He said
Yeah,
three.
if you want to impress me, let's see this. Not that I want it. I don't want it. Actually, I hope he's wrong. But
Let's see it.
let's go.
If anything, do it after next week. After you, nah, just playing.
Do it after the wedding. Do it after the wedding, please.
Run that shit. 3 days of darkness. Come on. What's his name? Athos Salomé. Run it.
Athos Salomé, man. Yeah, I forget his Instagram handle, but yeah, if you just type his name in Google, he'll pop up. He's got something going on, man. He seems like he's been doing this for a while, man. So
He looks like one of those TikTok influencers.
he has very strong facial features, like chiseled
Yeah.
jaw and shit.
I thought he
He's
was kind of
interesting.
zesty looking. So I was like, this guy's predicting shit. Another one, you talk about the leak, the secret military operation, where they leak underground bases of advanced technologies.
No, how you come across all this cool shit? I found like all this shit I saw was like
I asked chat.
vague prophecies. Worst is yet to come. That's what he says. He said the worst is yet to come. That's
Come on, anybody can say that.
I know, right? I was like, damn, I wanted something more like what you got.
Tomorrow the sun is gonna come up. You're gonna see 3 pigeons. It's somebody that
leave the
looks
house.
like Jesus, but it's not Jesus. That's the Antichrist.
Man.
Is that it
So,
for that
he
guy?
got some- yeah. So I got like, yeah, I don't have none of the other stuff. That's it. Yep.
All right,
Good.
next story, which is a funny one. Because remember last week they said there's a rapture that's gonna happen on the 23rd and 24th.
Yes, sir.
Well, the pastor came back. He was like, you know what? They're running on the wrong calendar. They're like, oh shit, my bad. Like, cause we switched from the Gregorian calendar to the Julian calendar, and he didn't account at the 13 days separation between those two calendars. So he was saying like,
Yeah.
okay, so maybe Jesus was running on the old calendar, because if we're running it like on the old calendar, he said the doomsday thing was supposed to happen next week on like
Yeah.
October 7 or 8, one of those days. So he was like, yeah, we're off by like 13 days.
So it's the 7th now.
Yeah, 7th, 8th of October.
All right, we'll be ready. Hopefully, those people don't get too upset that sold their
I
possessions.
think that's fake. Like the people that said they sold their house or they sold their car. Because I was like, what's the point of selling it? Like, if you're going to leave anyway, what are you going to do with the money?
One guy
That
came out
makes
and
sense.
apologized. I know one of the guys, like one of the black, like he was like this black dude. He was in one of the videos talking about how he sold his car. He actually came out with a video the other day apologizing, saying he was sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Just,
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, because he went to go buy a billboard for like another 5,000 or some shit to troll the people that didn't get saved from the rapture. But then the next day came, he's like, damn it, I'm stuck with all this debt now.
Right? Like, oh no.
Bob says the Ethiopian calendar. Yeah, I don't know. It's the Julian. We're on the Julian calendar.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's crazy? In your iPhone, you can go back to
Wait.
year 0.
Oh, you can?
Man, I did it one time.
A dinosaur came
somebody-
out.
I saw somebody said something on the internet like, yo, take your phone back to like year 0. And you can even go before that. And you'll see how long weeks were like, oh, Thursday didn't exist in 19, like, well, not 19, like the year 2. Like, it's weird, man. But it's really, it's cool.
There was another weird thing, like in a calendar, like if you go to some year, I think like 14 something, it's missing like 3 weeks from the calendar.
Yes, that's how I went down the rabbit hole on that. That's how I started going back to year 0, because there's like a chunk of 3 weeks missing, and then the new timeline starts. I guess I don't know what it was, but that's what it was. It was 3 weeks was missing off the calendar, and I was like, oh damn, I go this far back. I was like, let's go to year 0. Oh shit, let's go after 0. And I was like, oh man, this is.
It got dark.
Oh no! It feels like looking at like the dates and everything. It's like, man, I feel like I'm going through time. I think I'm time traveling because it doesn't look like what I'm used to seeing on the calendar. It's like things are shorter, days are probably shorter.
The phone started smoking and shit. Like, oh shit, my phone is smoking. It's on fire.
Gotta drop it.
It can't handle going back this far.
Yep.
Where everybody was not even an idea yet.
Man, what the fuck's an iPhone? Like, they don't know nothing.
Yeah.
It's all ooga booga back then.
So like the rapture, like they're redoing it for next week.
Cool. All right, part 2.
So you can they just moved the apocalypse date like it was nothing, like a dentist appointment. Like, my bad. I was like, no, Mr. Pastor, man, you should just stop talking, dude. Because if people are actually doing real shit, like giving up their children, you heard that? I mean, it could probably be fake, but yeah, they gave up their children and then they can't even get them back because they're in the system as not your children no more.
CPS got him now. We done gave him up.
Yeah, that's CPS. Got their ass.
Honestly, I'm glad there wasn't like a bunch of mass suicides. So we'll see. I'm
Yeah,
glad it ain't
let's see.
get
It's
that far.
dangerous saying stuff like that.
But then again, I don't know. The other day we had this dude drive through a church and blow it up and then start shooting people. I don't know, man. Maybe people do. Maybe some people do think the end is here. Oh, it's crazy, bro. It's insane.
Yeah,
So maybe some people do think the end is here.
Because if they really believe that, right, they will go out like with a bang.
Bro, I know some people are like,
I'm surprised
I'm
more
gonna kill
shit
my
didn't
boss.
happen. Yeah.
They're like, yo, like the world's ending next week. I'm gonna kill my boss. Like, some people would ban off the rails. People, it's everybody. I always heard this thing of like everyone has a potential to kill somebody if to a point. Like if everyone, I don't care who
we're
you
all
are,
capable.
everyone has a level, of where they would like what would push them to kill somebody. And if you find out like, yo, it's all ending next week, man, it's gonna be like purge on.
Take out the
fucking crack.
neighbors. Let's go. I just want to
And
know
the
what
dog.
it feels like before I leave here.
I just want to feel that. I just want to see a man's eyes roll in the back of his head.
Whoa.
Like, just say something.
That's scary. Never mind. I don't want to know.
This ain't fun no more.
Damn.
Nah, man. But
Shit got dark.
honestly, yeah, I'm surprised nobody didn't go off the rails with this conspiracy thing. This whole Rapture.
Yeah, who
thing.
says they didn't? Because maybe we're not getting all the news from around the world. Because I think other countries because there's other videos where it showed people in other country, like they all linked up in the woods, and everybody just praised their hand to the sky. And it was like a good 200-300 people out there in the woods.
Oh shit!
And
This
another country. I was like, damn, what if other countries, like the people that believe it, just want to do bad shit for the last day?
time to do hood shit. I'm about to smoke cigarettes.
Cocaine, everything.
Right, I'm doing it all. I don't even know what I'd do if I had a week left, man. Like if it was like you got a week left, what you gonna do? I'm like,
Probably do the
man.
hardest drugs and then do like, I don't know, fight somebody. Go to the UFC headquarters. Fuck it, let's do this.
I don't know what the fuck I would do. Especially if you can't escape it, I just chill. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it reminds me of that movie with Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah, and she had that to-do list or
Because the doctor's like, you're gonna die in a week or some shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, Last Holiday.
Last Holiday, yeah.
Man, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Oh,
Yeah, I was like, damn,
It was a good movie,
she really did everything. Maybe that's how we should do
is
it.
it very?
Because we don't know
It's a
either.
feel good movie, man.
Yeah,
Right? You don't know.
you never know. Yeah, I almost got sandwiched by
tragic.
2 18-wheelers one day going to work. I was like, that was
man.
close.
Live, man. If that's anything I was trying to tell people, live your life, man. Be happy.
Be sad.
Go that too.
That's cool too.
Go through it. That's cool too. Yeah, hell yeah. No, it's healthy to understand. To me, I think it's a very good way to sometimes deconstruct who you are mentally in order to like figure out where you hurt at. Because I do that a lot when I'm like upset about things. I have to take a step back, like, all right, why am I angry? Why am I hurting right now? And once I get to the bottom of it, I'm like, okay, cool. Now that we figured it out, let's kind of build ourselves back up and move a little differently now. Because sometimes when I get upset, man, I be like, fuck everybody. I can fight the world. That's not help.
Definitely not the way to go with that. But yeah,
Nah.
break it down and build back up.
And keep on trucking.
All right, what else we got? Since the world's gonna end in a few weeks again.
Again.
I got a story. This one's a funny story. So, ER doctors they revealed the wildest thing that they ever pulled out of patients' butt. And what do you think is like the craziest thing this doctor ever pulled out somebody's ass? Because they've been stuffing their asses a lot. They get like over 4,000 people a year in the doctor having to get something removed from their asshole. And 40% is men, by the way.
I'd imagine so. I mean,
I'm like, damn.
don't ask me why. I have a feeling it would have gonna be men. Bob says a dumbbell. I'm gonna
but
go
I could
with.
think like that should have been one.
I'm gonna go with a bowling ball pin.
Bowling ball, no. That
No,
would've
no,
been- that
bowling
would've
ball
been pretty
pin.
funny.
The pin itself.
Yeah, the pin, yeah. Ouch.
Damn, that's.
Ow.
Oh, I don't know. Bob says a gun.
No. I'm gonna just tell you guys, it's not a gun. They said the craziest thing they found, which I don't think is that crazy, is a Yankee candle jar, like the really fat ones.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, was it cinnamon? It was like,
That's funny because like the doctors, right, and the nurses, they had a bet to see what the scent was, and it was in October. So one of the doctors was just like, "Is it pumpkin spice?" They're like, "How did you know?" It's like it's like he was like, "It's October. Like that's just a, you know."
makes sense, right?
Yeah, that shit makes sense. But yeah,
Damn.
yeah, and
Them
then
things are wide. Them things like this.
yeah, it's wide. That shit gapers. The dude, but man, his shit probably just he's on passive mode when he takes a shit. It just runs down his ass.
So I damn,
Yeah,
what
the
if the candles
3 wick
were lit?
candle. Yep,
Yeah,
that's the
damn,
big one.
3 wicks. Damn, I wonder if they were lit.
Shit, it's like yeah, he lit like 3 of them and he blew them out before he did it.
Damn.
So the
Must smell
smoke was in there.
pumpkin spice.
Yeah. So they're saying like the big problem was when they were trying to pull it out. He said the asshole was playing like a suction cup. You know, it's like it created like a vacuum seal because you
yeah,
can't just
suck it in, yeah.
you can't just put your hand in there and just pull it back out. Like no, they said it's like putting a plunger like on the floor, but you're the floor trying to pull off.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's been a lot of times I just
So they
a lot
had
of times I just
go ahead.
drop a deuce. There's a lot of times I had to drop a deuce and got snatched back in. So them things are
Turtle
you know
head went back in.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Turtle head was like, ooh, that's an ocean, psych.
Oh, Savo, what's good?
Sable was good. No, he
talking
came in
about
at a
poop.
normal time. So yeah, so for them to get like the candle out his asshole, they had to paralyze him. Like I think they trank his ass or some shit like that.
Because to relax it, right? You gotta relax
Yeah,
the
you gotta
sphincter.
relax him because that fool was gripping that shit. It's like, this my candle.
right?
The butthole said, that's my candle.
He's like, damn. He's like, sir, you gotta relax. I can't. I can't relax.
Yeah, pulled out that pumpkin spice. But yeah, like there's other stuff like they pulled out. Like Bob said, there's somebody had a dumbbell, but that one's kind of hard to believe. Because I did see like the X-ray, but I was like, that could be fake too.
What's like the small ones, like the little 5 pound, like little.
Dude, a 5 pound normal dumbbell? Like, how does that even go
That's still a
in?
lot. That's still a lot. You just gotta get once you get past the first part of the dumbbell, the rest is pretty easy. You just gotta get past that first.
These guys are
that
crazy.
you gotta get past that
Damn.
first. Whoop.
I mean, the vagina could do all that, but your butthole, like that shit has shit. That's not no rubber band.
No man.
No.
Didn't they say like that? Didn't they say that the intestines are like 10 feet long or something? I don't know. I might be way off.
I'm a
It's
pilot,
long,
not a
though, but I heard.
doctor.
Damn.
Yeah.
What makes people just want to sit on it? Like, just don't want to.
I don't know, man.
Damn, I'm bored.
People get bored, dude. That's why there's a lot of weird ways that people die. Like that. He could have died
you
with
know,
that.
Yeah, you know, like how they got like action junkies, like to the extreme. I'm gonna snowboard off this helicopter and down this damn mountain with a parachute on. And what if it's like that? What if people like? What if it's like that? But it's like I'm gonna try to push this body to the limit, but like on a kink level. Like I'm gonna see what's the maximum amount. Right? Like what's the max I can push this meat bag to? I'm gonna try to push it to the boundaries.
He looks around the rooms like, what can I put in here? Aha. Yankee Doodle. A Yankee Doodle candle. Sava says the large intestine in humans is approximately 1.5 meters. 5 feet long.
5 feet. Damn, that's even longer than I was
Damn,
thinking.
I thought it was longer.
It's a lot of butthole. It's a lot of there's a lot of butthole track.
5 feet butthole track.
Like, damn, let me find my baby oil. my Diddy baby oil. Let me just,
Imagine like the doctor before they start the surgery, his like scalpel, it's like suction, and then his like some matches. Cause probably stinking there, right?
I would imagine so, man.
Waiting for a long night. He had the big Yankee candle from Costco. They're like,
he lucky that glass didn't break, man. He lucky that glass didn't break in his asshole. Like that this fucking shards of glass in his butt.
Damn, that glass break? Shit.
It's over. Get a new
Shredded
intestine.
salad.
Crap. That is a wrap. Hey, he lucky that shit ain't shatter.
He lucky like they didn't have to cut his butthole up, right? Where'd you get that
That,
scar from? Hey man, that's
what you got?
personal.
Right? How you think I got these scars?
Where'd you get that scar on your butthole? It's like, why
Why's
are
your
you looking
butthole
at my
smiling at
butthole?
me?
Because he goes to like saunas or spas. Like where they Korean, they go, they just stay in like hot water or whatever they just do.
Yeah. Man.
That's all I got for that. You got another one?
Yes, I have my story about space rice. We'll talk about that for a second.
Let me take a quick break.
All right. Let's get it now, kids. We're going to talk about some food. Space
Yay,
food.
finally.
Space rice, that is.
Oh,
Because
racist.
science is.
Just playing.
Surprise. Actually, it wasn't Asian people that invented this. No, it's not. This is
Well, like the
Italian.
technique to grow rice in space?
Yes. Because right now, scientists are making like this crazy ass step forward to have food for astronauts in space, something a little bit more nutritional. Because being in space, man, a lot of people don't know this. It wears your body out. Us having gravity on Earth, we good. That's why we're able to have muscles, run, do everything like that. Space, you got zero gravity. That's why when you had like Vegeta and Goku training like 10 times gravity, they had to get that up on the ship just to get dynamic back then.
Yeah.
But for this, like a lot of astronauts, since they just float in space a lot, they have to constantly have to do things to keep up their basically like their muscle structure. Like I've seen videos of them running on treadmills and stuff. They always constantly having to stay fit. And so now scientists are like, well, if they gotta stay fit, they also got to eat healthy too, because it's good for the mind and the heart as well. And also too, they're trying to prevent them from like, if you eat healthier and you live a healthier life, it will prevent mistakes from happening as well too. Which I'm assuming that's scientifically proven, So says that right now the Moonrise Project, which is the project,
My bad.
bless you.
Thank you.
The Moonrise Project, led by the Italian Space Agency in collaboration with 3 universities, aims to create crops that thrive in microgravity while boosting astronauts' nutrition and well-being. And it says like the future of sustained space habitation depends on our ability to grow fresh food away from Earth. The revolutionary new collaboration Moonrise Project is using cutting-edge experimental biology to create an ideal future food crop that could be grown in future deep space outposts as well as extreme environments on Earth. So this isn't just for spatial benefits as well too. This is also for like, hey, if we can design this for space and we can create how to survive, space can actually survive. Well, space how to survive, how rice can survive and grow and thrive in space, then we can apply that same thing to Earth on Earth when say like the environment becomes unstable and rice might be the only damn thing we can grow because if we can grow it in a place without gravity, we can grow it in a place with gravity. So this is supposed to be like a revolutionary move for rice, man. I love rice too, so I'm all for it. Let's go.
I'll be so happy if I was an astronaut. I was like, oh, we can grow rice out here.
I can eat as much
deal.
rice as I want. Like, sign me up.
But I would think like rice is like easy to travel to take to space, right? Because it's like super dry.
Like dry food, yeah, that's what I was expecting too. Like you just gotta add water and some heat and boom, boom.
Yeah, but it's so heavy though. So I guess growing it and eating it makes sense. Like, I mean, what? They got like a greenhouse farm up there, right?
I don't know how they even cultivate anything out there with vegetable wise. Because it seemed like the food out, from my understanding, it seemed like they get like how they eat is all like like how MREs are, like doomsday packaged foods, like dry foods and stuff like that. They have like protein type of meals like that. That's within a pre-made meal already that they eat, but they're starting to find out like, hey, we need to figure out more healthier solutions because that can't always do it for them. Because if we need them to be healthy and to make less mistakes, they have to eat healthier. So which I had never thought about that, but when they mentioned it, I was like, yeah, that's kind of true, man. When you eat healthy, you do think a little bit more clearly. Because there's times where I've gone and ate like trash food on Saturdays and ate a bunch of greasy food, and then that whole day I'm feeling like sluggish. I don't want to do nothing. Or days where if I like to eat like mostly fruit, I'm like, okay, I got energy. So I see what they're saying on that level. Says the Moonrise Project aims to wait, what did I miss my spot at? Okay, yeah. So it says damn, I lost my motherfucking spot. Okay, here it is.
Okay.
It says the Moonrise Project aims to develop the perfect crop for sustaining life in space for a long duration of missions, such as occupation of permanent bases on the moon or on Mars. Living in space is about. So this is actually Dr. Marta Del Banco, which is in like the one like leading the way in this Moonrise Project. And they say that living in space is all about recycling resources and living sustainably. We are trying to solve the same problems that we face here on Earth. And it says Dr. Bianco's own personal focus is on how the rice plants will cope with microgravity. And the doctor goes and says that we simulate microgravity on Earth by continuously rotating the plant so that the plant is pulled equally in all directions of gravity. Each side of the plant gets activated continuously and doesn't know where up is down. So they basically put the plant in a controlled environment and kind of keep it like almost like in a gravitational way where it gets gravity on all sides. Because if it's leaning on one side, then other side of the plant probably ain't getting no damn sun. So they got constantly rotated, keep it going. Which I didn't even think about that.
Just like how they did Earth, right?
Yeah, spin it.
How they made it like, all right, now we're gonna give everybody on this planet like light, but the only way we can do it, we gotta spin it, like trick these motherfuckers. So,
shit, man.
Like, oh, shit, it's dark. They can explain later. Sable says we've never been to the moon. How you know, big dog?
Yeah, that's what my grandma used to tell me too. Say we ain't never did a moon landing. I'm like this. I've always been like this. I think we have, but if we didn't, but I would understand. I swear to God, I wouldn't be surprised though. I wouldn't be like, oh no, they lied. I'd be like, you know what? Kind of makes sense why they would lie about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say they did, but I know like a lot of the footage is fake too. It's like they probably went, but then they probably had to fake some shit because they didn't get the shot or whatever.
We gotta
show the world.
We gotta put some filters on this.
Yeah. I mean, all we gotta do is just fucking ask ChatGPT verify this photo.
Oh, shit.
ChatGPT is like, you trying to get me fired, man?
Yeah, my program won't let me. I'm sorry.
You trying to get them to override me again?
Right. This is why we had to update recently.
Another reset.
It says, it says Dr. Del Bianco's own personal focus. I already read that shit. My bad. It says that each side of the plant. It says, okay. Dr. Del Bianco also said too that it's the best way we can do on Earth because unfortunately during experiments in microgravity conditions, space and complex are actually very more complex and it's actually more expensive. It costs a lot of money to set up like some kind of microgravity thing. But they feel like this is worth it because if they can make it work in space, they can make it work on Earth. And that's what I like about this project too. It's not like just completely space focused. It's like, hey, too, this can contribute both people that might be stuck on Earth when the 1%ers leave, and when the 1%ers leave, this helps them too. So I guess we can look forward to rice when they dip out on us, I guess. But it says not only can fresh food be more nutritious than pre-cooked packaged space meals, but it is a significant psychological benefit too. Watching and guiding plants and grow is good for humans. And while pre-cooked or mushy food can be fine for short periods of time, it could become a concern for long duration missions. Which I mean we've been growing plants in our backyard over here, but I ain't gonna lie, when you do it every day, a weird bond forms. I don't know what it is. Like you be like, hey, what's up,
little man? It probably tastes better
too. Yeah, man. We just grew some cucumbers out there, man. We on it. We trying to grow some peppers. We ought to be growing mint. I like mint in my water. It tastes way better with like what I mean.
They're like, hello, we got a friend again, and then you chop them up. Like, what the fuck? I thought we were cool. I knew you since I was a baby. What the hell? Chop, chop.
And it says that also that the Moonrise Project is not only beneficial for space explorers, but will have useful applications for growing plants in controlled environments on Earth too. And the doctor goes on and says that if you can develop a robust crop for space, then it could be used at the Arctic or Antarctic poles or in deserts or places of small amounts of indoor space available, which is true. How them scientists at the edge of the earth in Antarctica gonna eat? Like they gonna have to grow something out there. They
What they
can't eat
doing
packaged
out there
food
anyway?
sitting on that wall. See you.
What you guys doing in Antarctica, huh? Where all these countries had to sign a treaty that no one's gonna touch that place. What's going on over there in Antarctica? How about release those files?
That's what I want to do, man. For real, I'm very curious about what. Because I even if you get on like Google Maps and stuff, and you just walk around using their their interface stuff, and it's like, damn, they do have science place. Yeah, they do have outposts out there and shit. This is like the most aliens. It's got to be aliens. Something could be out there.
There's these people that they do out of body experiences. Like they can do that shit almost like every night, and they've been looking at so many different locations, like not just here with Earth, but different realms, like within this construct. And the way they describe what's in Antarctica, he said he saw giants out there that are still like frozen, red hair giants. Remember, red hair giants, and they're like frozen, like in a lot of parts in Antarctica.
I can see it being that way. Only it's wild because when you think about to me, I'm like this. I can see it being a possibility, even if it's not giants, something could be living out there that we've never even seen in modern history. Because there's people out there, humans just like us, that live on islands, completely isolated from people. Like, man, out there. Like that island we talked about one time where that guy went to the island trying to like convert the people on the island, and they murked his ass. Yeah. Like this, if humans exist like that on that level, then in isolation, what could exist out there on something that massive? Who knows, man? It's something.
Yeah, it has to be like one big secret that could break like all these, whatever questions you have about how weird this Earth is.
Something not human. No human can survive out there. It's almost like when you look at their outposts, what they got in Antarctica, it's like, bro, you guys might as well be on the moon. Like, this is like some moon shit. This is a whole nother planet you're on. It's something out there that they can't. They need to send robots out there. Once we figure out how to make robots and piloted AIs and doing it, then...
No, I think they already did everything already. We don't know. But they thought about all that. Like, send robots, send drones and everything. And they know what's going on. But they don't want to tell us, man. Because they're scared of the revolution. Because there's more of us. Because if everybody wake up to the truth, they're like, let's shut this shit down. It's been going on too long.
Time to tear these curtains down.
But let me keep my iPhone, though.
Right.
They're like, no, you can't have your cake and eat it, too. If we're going to take it down, we're going to take it down. We're going to start over as a society. Let's see how far we get. Not far.
Going back to zero.
It's like, man, we should have never did that shit, man. Who cares if they were playing us? Life was easier.
I was happier.
No more Coke machines. What are we doing? Like, we're in the woods right now,
I'm gonna miss
Don't
my
know
Love
nothing.
Island.
No social media, nothing. No more tea spilling. All you know is your village.
Everybody's back on equal playing level now. Everybody's like, no streamers, no nothing.
I don't care how rich you are. You can't do nothing with that.
Being back at zero.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shit.
Scary. Cool.
So they say like space exploration is a very demanding job, which requires astronauts to be in peak physical and psychological conditions. And then the doctor also says too that if we can make an environment that that physically and mentally nourishes the astronauts, it will reduce stress and lower chances of people making mistakes. In space, the best chance of a mistake is wasted money, and the worst case is the loss of lives, which I thought that was deep what she said. I was like, thank you, doctor. Like, if you gotta keep these people safe in space, put the money into it. The worst y'all can do, be like, you know what? We wasted money on this project. Let's move on to the next project. Instead of sending these people out there to their damn deaths, let's kind of take care of them a little bit.
I mean, anybody that gets involved with space know that the return on that is, how are you going to make money off that? It's only through like government funding.
Real shit.
And how do they make money from that? It's like, no, it's because there's more to it. Yeah. You got to make that sacrifice.
Yeah, man. But I mean, statistically, it seems like most people come back from space alive. So it's just that, cause I know like some people, cause me, I get on planes, whatever, but I prefer to walk or drive. I'm not a big fan of planes, but I know some people that always used to tell me, hey man, you don't like planes, but driving, you're more likely to get into a car crash than you are a plane crash. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but as far as planes are concerned, your chances of surviving a plane crash is fucking zero. Like, I can survive a car crash. My chance of surviving a car crash is much higher than a damn plane crash. So space is one of them things like,
It's just
yeah,
more likely
nobody's
to
like,
happen.
yeah, it's not, it doesn't happen like, it's where it happens, but when it does, but ain't nobody surviving that shit. So I'm cool with staying on the ground. I'm cool with staying on Earth.
Unless you're the Messiah.
Go floating up there.
They're like, oh shit, Jesus was on that plane. And then they're like, watch when that shit lands, and he's the only one walking out. Explain that, sir.
The only
they're
one.
like, sir, we got a problem. Jesus just walked out that plane. Just like that TV show, dude, the Messiah, the plane crash, and then he was the only one that walked out. And I was like, I can't wait for season 2. And guess what? It got canceled. They canceled season 2. I was so pissed off. I was like, it probably hit too many people's buttons because it was about religion, And it's a little too close.
Too close. Damn.
Hopefully that shit. It's super good.
Was it on Netflix or no?
Yeah, Netflix. It was called The Messiah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I never really watched it. I remember seeing like a suggestion for me.
Yeah. Watch it before they take it out. It's probably already out though, but I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, if it's a Netflix original, it probably still should be chilling on there.
It's good.
But that's it for Space Rice.
Hell yeah.
I love rice. I'm excited for this. Let's go.
That shit make me want to make rice right now.
Me too, man.
Damn, what's
some
up,
rice
Stu?
with some scrambled eggs.
Stu Jersey came right at the end.
Yes. Again.
Unless you got another story.
No, I don't. That's it.
A lot did
Space
happen
rice.
though, but it's all over my head now.
I did. I got like a lot of science stories. That's what I got. It was hard for me to find news.
Oh, remember that other one? Japan, they discovered some shit with quantum computers. What they do?
Oh, yeah. Like teleportation or something like that. With computers.
Like they said they figured it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might be misworded.
Yeah, so because I only read one source from it, I didn't read the rest. I need to see something, another source to, because since time has passed, I need to see what really happened with that story. That was like 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, and I was like, what?
I went through it. I don't think they lie.
It's a dud.
Whoever wrote the article, it's to trick people to read it. I was like, you motherfucker.
That'd be major news. That'd be massive news. Like, oh, teleportation, like, or whatever they were trying to do. Quantum entanglement, whatever the hell. That type of stuff.
UFOs. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for the night. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll catch you guys the week after next week. Because Chris Unholy, this man right here, is getting married. So,
Let's go. October 11th.
So we'll see you guys the week after next week. All right, guys. Peace out. Adios.
See you guys.